button and wait to go live. Welcome in, YouTube. If you're out there, good evening. We are here today. We're gonna play some more Outer Worlds 2. And hopefully have some fun. I hope you join along and have some fun with me. But I think I'm all ready to go. I don't think there's anything else that needs to be done. I was just looking at what I needed to do today. And looks like somebody, let's see here, hold on. Better meet Inez at Fairfield's town hall. So I'm in Fairfield right now, so just gotta find the town hall, which I think is this here. There's Inez.
Minister, I'm telling you I can do more. I've been proving myself to you time and again.
Ned, Mr. VIP, welcome in. How's it going? How's it going? What up, baby? What up? We're here again. More Outer Worlds. How are you?
Scarcely need add hostility to your list of inadequacies.
I gotta talk to this lady. No. Okay.
Ain't so sure you want to work for this imbecile, friend. There's more
better now.
Jobs where that came from.
How are those double cheeseburgers?
Ain't so sure you want to work for this imbecile, friend. There's more menial jobs where that came from.
They hit? I bet they did. I'm jealous. Had some store-bought sushi for dinner tonight. I don't know if it's the best, but it was good enough. It was good enough. I'll say that. Accuracies. Gotta do that. Talking associate of angry ascendants. About to make sweet love to that. Oh, you bastard. Jersey Mike's. You know, if I wasn't so poor, I would eat out more. I really haven't eaten out all that often lately. Got some pizza for New Year's. That was about it. Other than that, I've just been living off grocery store stuff. Been trying to cut back. Yeah, me too. I mean, good news is my house is going to sell here by the end of January, so that'll be a little extra money for me. But that's just survival money. That's just so I can continue doing this all the time. Woo! And I don't have to get a job yet. Hopefully at some point in time this will start paying the bills. It's probably going to take another 3 years, though. If anybody ever watches. But I'm trying. I'm trying, man. I'm trying. Topless. I'll start unzipping my... Yeah, I don't think topless would be the best way to go. You think that goes against terms of service? All right. I think we want to go there next. Each person watching has another zip down. I'll just keep ticking it down one at a time. You like strip poker, the more people watch, the more clothes come off. Oh god. Didn't want to do that, but here we are.
Best keep your lamps lit for wildlife.
Hostile wildlife.
Familial classification of Raptidon detected ahead.
I swear that wasn't planned.
Where's the Raptidons at? Thick grass hides you from hostiles.
Let me know when you need a distraction.
Oh shit. Oh, he was squirrely. Where'd the other one go? Where'd the other one go? Thought I killed him like right up here. Oh. What about your luck, dude? Transfer orders. Do not engage with wildlife or protectorate soldiers. The Raptons here are not your friends. Do not treat them like the tame ones back home. We want to get up here's this place. Level 5 a skill. Oh, what do I want? More skills. I'm gonna take another one in guns, I think. Oops. Apply. Accept. Heals. Oh, I have another skill point available? Nice. Nice. I want engineering. We gotta go in here. You can't wait any longer. You're about to hammer this thing. Oh, you better hammer it. One bite. One bite. That's it.
We're closed.
Hmm. Closed my ass. Praising the architect and honoring the equation. You'll leave the engine running? Thanks, man. Thanks. Alright, Savannah, spill the beans.
This place is closed. No learning today about how everything happens according to the obscure calculus of an indecipherable plan.
Then why are you here?
Obviously, as the result of the obscure calculus of an indecipherable plan. I don't know. I'm no scientician.
You're a friend of Augustine de Vries, aren't you?
Why are you asking? Who are you?
The people she tried to kill.
By the architect. I had no idea. I wish I could say it was unbelievable. I was afraid she was becoming a danger to herself and to others.
Yep.
This is horrifying.
Yeah, imagine how we feel. Why don't you tell us where she is so we can make sure she ain't being a danger to herself or others?
This is difficult for her now, so let her explain what she's talking about.
The anguish she always seemed to battle with. I fear it may have finally overwhelmed her. And could likely be what's driven her to her present course of action.
And just what is her present course of action exactly?
I wish I knew. It's nothing good, I can tell you that. I haven't seen her since before the corporatists invaded the island. I'm afraid she's going to do something terrible, but I just don't know what. Maybe none of this would have happened had I not introduced her to Victor.
Victor's the guy who you accused of her conspiring with, right?
How did... You saw her terminal, didn't you?
I did.
Victor's an Order archivist. We were all friends for a time. But then, shortly before the schism, they started talking to some others inside the Order. That's when things became tense. I started to become uneasy, scared, really.
Okay.
She kept getting angrier with the Order the more she worked with Victor and her other contacts. On top of everything else, it became just too much for me.
Is it true that the Order somehow helped Antes invade, like the Protectorate is saying? This is all fascinating. Did she ramble on about the Sentinels versus the Cult of Corporatism serial a lot? Is it true that the Order somehow helped Antes invade, like the Protectorate is saying?
No. But it had to be someone's fault, right? The Protectorate couldn't possibly have failed to safeguard the colony. And they had to answer the accusations the Order leveled at them.
Did she ramble on about Sentinels versus Cult of Corporatism serial a lot?
Other things. For some reason, she was obsessed with the cliffhanger ending of Chapter 6. It was the one where capitalist fanatics brought complete destruction upon Arcadia. But you know how it works. It was somehow miraculously saved at the beginning of the next chapter. Didn't matter to DeVries, though. She just kept going over it and over it. Would have talked to a Crabble about it if there was no one else to listen. That, and the invasion itself, set her mind to dark things. I begged her not to go down that road again.
Again?
She was so agitated when I first met her. Must have been 7, going on 8 years ago now. She never slept, didn't talk to anyone if she could avoid it.
Well, yeah.
After we became friends, she began to change. Still bothered her from time to time, but I thought it mostly behind her. I couldn't watch her go back to how she'd been. Or worse.
How? Oh, I don't have Savannah's journal. Huh. How did you two meet?
We became friends when she... Well, she saved me. I'd said something without thinking. Must have been distracted. We all know to watch every last word we say. For some reason, she interceded on my behalf with an arbiter. And she convinced him he didn't hear what he actually did. No one does that. Void, I didn't think anyone could.
Interesting. Was she part of the Order?
We all were, originally, before the schism. But she never gave it up, even when it became illegal to even mention their name. Which was surprising with how angry she seemed to be getting with them, even as she was deep into scheming with Victor and the others. She even continued to sign her messages, "See you in the equation."
Yeah.
It's all so confusing.
Seems like knowing her was unsettling for you.
She ain't the only one.
It's difficult to explain. She spoke about things in unfamiliar ways. I felt her words to be freeing, at first. But slowly, I began to feel unmoored, doubting everything I ever knew. She said learning the truth of things was worth it. But now I question whether her truth was just more of her penchant to sow chaos, no matter who may be caught in her schemes. Some days I wish I'd never listened to her at all. Others, I can't help but miss her. Even with everything.
Know a little something about that, too.
Even though she made you so unsettled you came to live here?
It is inexplicable to me as well. I even tried to go see her again. Once. After the corporatists invaded Paradise Island and took over Fairfield. They seemed to let anyone in there. Some boisterous fellow even tried to recruit me.
Was she there? Did you talk to her?
No. Nearest I could surmise, she'd left just prior to the fall of Fairfield. I'm ashamed to admit, I did break into her safe. She used the same code for everything. 15-778.
That is Agent DeVries's identification code, Commander.
She said it had some meaning from her previous life. I'd hoped she'd left something for me, but the safe was empty.
What do you know about what she was doing at the Vox station?
What do you mean? It was where she worked, one of the Protectorate's communications hubs. She didn't speak of it much, at least to me. She may have spoken to Victor about it.
Savannah's journal. Where's Savannah's journal at? This is all fascinating, but I have to find her before she does something drastic. Goodbye.
I know I've no right to ask this of you, but when you find her, please remind her of who she used to be. She's unwell, but I know
Yeah, she's
there's
very
still hope
unwell.
for her.
Definitely unwell, but there's no hope for her. I'm going to kill her. Okay. Let's see if she has to say for herself when I find her before deciding anything.
That's all I can ask.
Where would I find Savannah's journal at? Interesting. So we all just know there's something unwell with this lady who left me in space for 10 years. That's obvious. Where else? Gain access to Arc. Oh, yeah. I want to go with this guy. Niles' his buddy that fixed his arm up. What's all this? Corporate negotiator, corporate hireling.
If you're wondering why there's so many engineers sitting here on their rears, it's because the dang Crabbles ran us out of the desalinator. Now we're stuck here on standby wages.
Indie's Choice Biomass Workbench. Appears that someone gave up halfway through a project. You have all the ingredients and plants needed to easily create several biomass grenades. I don't have science 2. Nope.
Do I look approachable? Because I'm not.
Okay then. My goodness. No need to be so rude.
I don't even want to think about the damage those Crabbles are gonna do to my machines. Peddle your wares elsewhere.
Have a profitable day.
Have a profitable day. Somebody's gotta give me a quest. What is that?
Word is Milver Street is ordering a watch on the Protectorate survivors in Westport. Once any changes reported. I hate that kind of work. It always sounds like so much effort. That kind of thing ain't even on my contract. Milver Street is offering bits rewards for anything of import we can tell him. But I do love bits. Come on, friend. Let's go set our lamps and
I do love money.
Milver Street. Put it in a memo. Can't you see I'm on the clock here?
Suck it. Station available.
I'm trapped inside the research lab at the former site of the Eden's Bounty Agri Center. You must help me. You must. My subordinates have become...
Scout report.
Yes, sir. Looks like the repair center.
Accountable for their actions. Find me in the renovated grain silo. Help me formulate a cure.
Our center is still out of order, sir. Excellent. Eddie's hello and goodbye.
Why are you pestering me? Do I look like middle management?
Nobody here can give me a quest?
Yes, you. I am trapped inside the research lab at the former site of the Eden's Bounty Agri Center. You must help me. You must. My subordinates have become homicidally irritable, though remain unaccountable for their actions. Find me in the renovated grain silo. Help me formulate a cure. Hello? Calling out to any random, non-kill crazed passerby who can hear this? Yes, you. I am trapped inside the research lab.
Advised. Physiological cues indicate acute cantankerousness in your guards. A stealthy approach is suggested.
Unaccountable for their actions? Find me in the renovated grain silo. Help me formulate a cure. Hello?
Do-do-do.
Calling out to any random, non-kill crazed passerby who can hear this? Yes, you. I am trapped inside the research lab at the former site of the Eden's Bounty Agri Center. You must help me. You must. My subordinates have become homicidally irritable, though remain unaccountable for their actions. Find me in the renovated grain silo. Help me formulate a cure.
Dangerous enemies. Dangerous skulls next to their health bar. Dangerous, signifying what might be too underleveled to fight them. If you're having trouble overcoming them, try gaining a few levels before coming back. Like leaders or bosses, these enemies are resistant. Certain powerful effects must be dealt with. Enough damage to make them weak first. Okay.
Hello?
So that means I am underleveled for this?
Passerby who can hear this? Yes, you. I am trapped inside the research lab at the former site of the Eden's Bounty Agri Center. You must help me. You must. My subordinates have become homicidally irritable, though remain unaccountable for their actions. Find me.
Where's the doors barred shut?
Silo. Help me formulate a cure. Hello? Calling out to any random, non-kill crazed passerby who can hear this? Yes, you. I am trapped inside the research lab at the former site of the Eden's Bounty Agri Center. You must help me. You must. My subordinates have become homicidally irritable.
Well, I guess we'll leave them alone for now.
Find me in the renovated grain silo. Help me formulate a cure. Hello? Calling out to any random, non-kill crazed passerby who can hear this? Yes, you. I am trapped inside the research lab at the former site of the Eden's Bounty Agri Center. You must help.
Not off for now.
Hostile life forms.
Raptidons. Oh shit. Oh god, I'm gonna take some damage. Ugh. This is a whole nother town? Holy shit. Oh.
Confronting threat.
Give the order, and I'll take care of him, Commander.
Oh god. Come on, let me up here. Crabble meat. Oh shit! Oh, I didn't know you could. Oh, not the button I wanted to press. What the fuck are you shooting at?
Emergency protocol syringes primed.
Oh god, you're dumb. Oh yeah. Another perfectly perfect day. Another perfect day ends. Interesting. I can't unlock that because I don't have enough in lock picking, I guess.
Ready to waste him. On your command.
Ready to waste them. Yeah. If you guys wouldn't fight things that are like hundreds of meters away, we'd be alright. Strangers will not leave. Their words confound me. Claim they were chosen by someone's aunt to share unbridled consumerism. We need to confirm spelling or perhaps ask Vigilant Horgoth. Oh my, they are forcing open the door. Who are we in combat with right now? Oh, what the hell is that thing?
Guns cocked and loaded.
I'm running out of bullets. Oh, that's right. I got this triple-barreled shotgun. Excellent.
Emergency protocols ready.
He's dead. He did. Okay. That was it. Really wasn't done up here. Or down here, I should say. Oh, Jesus. Probably don't even need to pick all this shit up. Somebody's hoarding food in here. Alright. Let's see what's going on in here. Permissions required. Please input login credentials. Enter passcode already left written in. Go, go, go getter. Hidden ambitions. Work but offered. I'd reveal my revel in the life of a minor functionary with middle administration. Path of uncertainty. Great honor. School firms such else are contrary to the go-getter I know myself to be. Chatterjee indicated that my recent conduct was a profound disappointment to all Protectorate society. As the frequency of my washroom visits has increased by 5.6%, my manner has become jittery and fretful. I dare not admit the reason, how I feel impelled to devour Auntie's choice Purpleberry Crunch at every opportunity. I nodded, accepting 6 demerits and an extra hour work to offset my loss in output. My thoughts already turning to my sweet, prohibited indulgence. Despite knowing how thrilling I find this, Red Cloak cereal has left my days and nights full of worry and doubt. Like all who tune in, I cheer at the exploits of the lone righteous sentinel as she naps, hidden sympathizers intent on undermining our Protectorate. As the miscreants are shipped off for mental refreshment, I wonder what would Red Cloak think of my Purpleberry Crunch consumption or my enthrallment with its advertisements. I fear I know the answer. Weird? Alright. So, how do I get in this? Oh, no, nothing opens up. This one was, ooh, there, I needed that. Science Adventures Quarterly, Volume 1 of 10. Okay, cool. I know one of these doors was jammed shut. Lockpick needs to be at 2. I guess the next time I level up and get some perk points, I have to invest in lockpicking. F. unjam the door. Since I'm an engineer and all. Whole bunch of stuff to sell. Hope I don't get over encumbered. What shit is they put in this game? Most of it's just foodstuffs. Rabble meat. Ooh. Oh shit, I didn't even realize that that was blown off. Oh well. Pick up like a sprat in a trap.
Sit or sprint? Typical predicament for an anti-bottom runger like me. Wish I never snuck in here to begin with. Seemed like a good idea at the time. Nah, it was a great idea. So much stuff for the taking around here. Motherload of loot. Plenty to get me back in the sprag race. Just didn't account for all these crabbles. Real fly in the old ointment. I could just sit tight, live lean off all these supplies, hunt the crabble skedaddle, or maybe open the door and bolt. Seems like a good idea. Nah, it's a great idea.
Oh, you're dead now, so it doesn't matter.
This looks like the place. Law, I haven't felt this high-strung since Horizon Point. Just hope he's here.
Niles.
Howdy, Zeb. You look...
Howdy, Zeb.
Has my mind been set upon by shadows? I thought you dead.
Can't imagine why you think that. I've only been gone 4 years.
Oh, back from your little splinter then, are you? Head all cleared? I must say you took quite the perambulation. I hope you didn't wear out your rotation adapters.
Don't just stand there, Niles. Introduce me to your friend. Niles, you didn't tell me that Zebulon thought you were dead. That's awful. Requires medical. Don't just stand there, Niles. Introduce me to your friend.
This is the commander I told you about. One in charge of the Horizon Point mission.
Ah, yes. The same commander who nobly ordered you to leave your colleague to perish under rubble.
With respect, Dr. Tran, you weren't there. I don't think I like your tone. Requires leadership.
No. I only dealt with the bloody aftermath.
Yes,
So,
you did.
You are keeping company these days. Just not mine.
Working together to save Arcadia, a cause I assume you'd support. And you wonder why you're kind of an ass. You're just mad because Niles has better, cooler friends now.
That would depend on what vision you have for Arcadia's future. Everyone seems to think they alone know what's best for this colony.
Look, I'm not just here to gas you up with empty apologies. I want to set things right between us.
Oh, now you want to help. Where were you when the war happened? Or when I was being carted off to mental refreshment? Where were you when I actually needed you?
I'll let Niles Niles respond.
I know I let you down before, but give me a chance to earn back your trust. There must be something I can lend you a hand with. I know you haven't given up the fight.
I haven't the time to patch your bleeding conscience, Niles. I'm in a situation that demands my full attention.
It's Baines. My team's been caught. Pharaoh and March are dead. Protectorate are holding the rest for interrogation. A ship is inbound to take us off-world, to the consul himself. I barely managed to evade capture. Damn it! It looks like the data went through, but there's something wrong with the connection. The cipher isn't transmitting.
Found her! You there! Step away from that terminal at once!
Oh no!
Audra! Fuck! It's all coming apart.
Ooh, somebody's in trouble. What was that about?
That was one of my operatives. I organized a mission to infiltrate the Vox to acquire valuable intelligence. But obviously, something's gone wrong. Without that cipher, the intelligence is worthless. But I'm more concerned about my people at the moment. If you're sincere in your desire to help, prove it. Rescue my friends before that ship departs with them on board. Please.
What was the info they passed along?
It has to do with the location of a vault rumored to house the Protectorate's greatest technological advancements, including its skip drive designs. That's all I'll say.
Ooh, the skip drives. If not, I'm in if Niles is.
I am, without question.
Okay. If they're sending a ship, that means my people are being held on the Vox's landing pad. Use my call sign so they'll know you for an ally. I'm certain Niles remembers it. And do exercise discretion, as well as caution. The guards at the Vox won't hesitate to fire upon you, should you be discovered.
That's
Not
all
to
right.
worry. This is exactly the sort of thing we're trained to handle.
Yes, but the uniform doesn't stop bullets, as I'm sure you recall.
Good thing we know a doctor then.
I have some questions for you. I'll be quick.
I'll answer what I can.
How did a Protectorate doctor end up turning rebel fighter?
If you must know, it was my sister. A neighbor reported her for some misconduct and she was taken to be refreshed. I never heard what her alleged crime was meant to be. The woman who returned was nigh unrecognizable. The injustice of it rattled me. And once I began to look into what had happened, the more discomfort I felt. Then I met Niles. He told me the truth about other colonies. Made Arcadia feel so small, claustrophobic, repressive. And my smoldering resentments became a full conflagration.
About your stint in mental refreshment.
Stop there. I know what you would ask, but I've done my best to put that unpleasant experience behind me. Please respect my wish to avoid reopening closed wounds.
What can you tell me about your neighbors?
The Crabbles? They keep people away who might otherwise stumble into my operation here, and I feel kindly toward them.
Oops. By neighbors, I was referring to Westport.
Ah, of course. Hogarth and his unfortunate charges would be top of mind if you've explored the nearby settlement. I sympathize with the plight of those in Westport. They want nothing to do with me, of course, or anyone outside the Sovereign's grace, which has been to my benefit. I do believe that one day, the truth of the Protector's iniquity will be too obvious to ignore. But for now, not even a crowbar could pry open all those shut eyes.
Thanks. Access inventory records. Don't mind me.
Do you always put your hands on other people's things?
I do. What is in here? So this is all Protectorate bullshit. Westport.
Well, at least it's not shooting the water anymore. Visitors, huh? Just meandering about, free of any appointed minder? Not so sure I ought to be speaking with you. If you need someone to talk to hereabouts, I suggest you seek out Vigilant Hogarth. That tall, stately building back yonder is his domicile. Do hate to come off impolite. If you're so inclined, we can pick this up later, after you two confabulate.
Confabulate. Anything I should know about this place that you can share, that is?
Word to the wise. Despite what you might hear, we still consider ourselves part of the Protectorate. Anyone spots an outsider engaging in misdeeds might just open fire.
Epitomizes the pinnacle of social order. Why? Because the matriarch herself designed
Everything. We reject individualism, separately and together.
human societies were constantly out of balance. Individualism ran.
The matriarch and sovereign chose Eden, the perfect. Appeared right out of the aether. Just as I imagine our proud sentinels do. Like, here I am, your innermost thoughts are known to me, and nobody once hears from you again. Caught me reciting passages from a beacon to the cosmos, illustrating my steadfast fidelity. All subjects prosper under the guidance of our beneficent ruler, the sovereign. That part always hits me directly. To quote my personal log, an essential passage, rightful and true. Charlton Weintrott.
No need for all that, Charlotte. And I know your brand loyalty lies with Auntie's Choice. Same. There's a purple stain around your mouth. What is that? My favorite part is page 6, paragraph 2. How does that go again? There's a purple stain around your mouth.
Why, that's wonderful. I'm actually quite relieved a fellow customer like yourself somehow saw through my carefully maintained act. Others in Westport fail to perceive my true nature. I am hardly one of the herd around here.
Okay.
A reference you'll no doubt recognize from those keen Auntie's Choice commercials.
Of course. The advertisements for Purple Berry Crunch are especially stirring.
Ha! The same ones I immoderately reference. You likely guessed their influence right off, what with my assertive attitude and all. I laugh at danger. I hand make my own luck. That character is a revelation. You and I are just like him. Get up and go-getters. Say, did Auntie's Choice send you here? Don't fret. I am exceedingly skilled at keeping secrets.
I am deeply involved in all manner of clandestine efforts. I suppose one might call me a provocateur. While I am absolutely not here on official Auntie's Choice business. I am deeply involved in all manner of clandestine efforts.
Waited to hear those words. Anything I might help with at present?
I met with Minister Millerstreet, the director of those advertisements you adore. Nothing to report right now, but I'll keep you informed as circumstances develop. Quest not act for whom the bridge told. Okay. I am going to wait.
Of course. Toodaloo. Hey there, go-getter.
Grey gone astray? Book a stay today. Are you mentally refreshed?
Did you hear? We're letting it.
Sometimes maybe amity, luxury, and respect are relative.
Under protectorate law,
You think?
to inform you that you've entered a recreational locality. Record states as follows. All inhabitants are declared free.
I inhaled so much dust and debris during the attack.
Sabotage and
Still
manipulative industrial.
Trust the plan, observe set progress, sustain the system, serve the sovereign.
A fine quote. My favorite is, we must remove all disruptive factors and invasive elements.
Just taking it all. Never know when something might come in handy. Doors barred shut. I can't that.
Right now, the Paradigm needs our houses underwater. Hopefully it'll need them dry again someday, but until then, it's a short swim down to your possessions.
What?
Imperfect thoughts sure can be invasive.
Well, it's infected.
This is all going perfectly according.
You walked in here under your own steam and appear reasonably free of cuts, burns, or weeping lesions. So, I assume you're presently devoid of mortiferous injuries. Good. Because we've got more of that than we can handle.
Anything I can help out with? What the void happened here?
You haven't heard? When Antes invaded, they broke the seawall. Flooded nearly half the town below, where most of the domiciles were. A number of our subjects drowned. Others got concussed, or even crushed. A few were electrocuted or exposed to caustics. Took
That
a while
sucks.
for a water purifier to catch up, so some drank tainted water, which is not good for you at all. I'm glad it's working again.
Damn shame. Best of luck.
All right. Well, don't let me keep you.
Hmm.
Word on the wireless? I'm realigned
Outsider?
with the paradigm.
The hell was making that noise? There's in here light revolver. Keycard Westport broadcast facility. Use workbench. Mods. Breakdown party upgrades. Crafting. Requirements not met. I need 25 cloth for an extra. Inhaler charge. Nope. Like pistol silencer. Silencer shots increase sneak attack damage. I can't. Mods. Weapon and armor mods. No mods. Available. Oh, I have that. Extra weapon slot. Campaign at 30% magazine size? Holy shit. Plus 5 critical chance, plus 40% critical damage. What is equipped current? I think that is. Do I really want gain an additional grenade slot? I don't think I'm really quite ready for that. I think I'm ready for any of that. Each campaign has 2 tiers of upgrades. Nothing there. Okay. That's the front door. Side door. Imperfect thoughts. Ah. Pick 5. Key to vigilance personal quarters. Ah.
Disdain our sense of community. They sneer at our contentment.
What's Vigilant one?
It is my esteemed pleasure to welcome you to Westport, once a shining testament to Protectorate excellence. Now a picturesque example of the evils of corporatism. But where are my manners? We do not have much, but please let me offer you some victuals. Tut. I insist. Serving Unit 1. Something for the visitor at once?
Confirmative.
Perhaps you're wondering why I'd open my arms thusly for a stranger. Simple. As the guiding light for humankind, we always put our best foot forward, regardless of circumstance.
Just how is a Protectorate the guiding light for humanity?
Our society was built from the bedrock up, through the vision of our matriarch. Due to her genius, the structure of our society is perfect, planned down to the last subject. We all work as a unified whole for the betterment of all. Unlike those corporate colonies, where it's every person for themselves.
Does everyone feel that way? What about people at the bottom of your society? Perfect structure for the rich, maybe. I doubt the lower class thinks it's so perfect. But is there no room for personal freedom in your society? No offense. But if it's so perfect, how did Auntie's Choice invade so easily? Some good questions. How about the people at the bottom of society?
They love it as much as I. We care for everyone.
Sure about that?
We've even eradicated the drudgery of manual labor through our perfection of auto-mechanical technology. That brings me to a matter I'd like to discuss with you, actually. I believe something still can be done. This town can be saved, its people given a reprieve. Were we to acquire the one thing vital to our existence. Auto-mech parts. What?
Comestibles served.
Nice.
We of the Protectorate pride ourselves on
nice.
our mech programming. Among the vigilant, it is even considered something of a sport. We are not miracle workers, however. Without parts to work with, we've no hope of remaking our mechs to do tasks beyond their initial functions. We need repair mechs, domestic mechs, not combat ones. Serving Unit 1 here is about as much as can be accomplished without replacement parts.
It would only take a few variable gears and essential motivators to serve your purpose. Auto macro parts help grant you a reprieve. How exactly? It would only take a few variable gears and essential motivators to serve your purpose.
We are of like minds. We lack not the skill to do so. Our wily chief mechanist can reprogram the mech, but not without parts. Unfortunately, we lack ready availability of said parts.
Okay. You're all being punished. Why again? Did you mention the exact reason you need a reprieve?
Oh, you failed to hear the loudspeakers on the way in? The announcement we're obliged to repeat incessantly. Well, allow me to paraphrase. Protectorate law finds us guilty of treason on account of letting Westport fall prey to Auntie's Choice saboteurs.
Such a judgment seems unnecessarily cruel.
These fine and decent folk don't deserve having their lives thrown away on account of my failures. If I can return the settlement to a reasonable facsimile of its previous glory, Sufficiently functioning by employing mechs reprogrammed to repair and rebuild, the Arbiters might see fit to penalize only me, commute the others' sentences, allow them to maintain things around here in the spirit of continuity and such.
Yeah, the town is presently underwater. No getting around that.
Hence my use of the term reasonable facsimile. I owe it to every single person here to try.
You require assistance. Let's negotiate my fee.
What sort of payment do you seek? Don't imagine we have much you need.
Oh, you have intimate knowledge of the Vox stations working, don't you? Working's correct.
Enough to lead and inspire those who work there, once at least. I was previously the ranking vigilant on this island. Why do you ask?
Top secret Earth director business. Can't say more. I'm afraid. Need to get inside. Pursuing a malefactor named Augustine DeVries. Vox relays her last known location.
Place to saunter into. Station's off limits to anyone without the highest security clearance. For anyone lacking reason to be there, it's assured suicide. In exchange for the automech parts we need, I can provide you means to get inside. Never dream of such a proposal in days of reason and quietude. Yet such is the here and now we find ourselves in.
How could I say no to that? I can't. Yes.
Wonderful. My unavoidable march to the gallows feels lighter already. At least now my subjects will have a fleeting chance. The parts can be found at the Euphoria Coast Automech Repair Center to the south. But do not, under any circumstances, tell those stationed there why you need them.
Okay.
To get inside, you will need an access pass from the Ministry of Accuracy. Since we have all been marked as traitors, I cannot create one for you here.
I think I already got all that. I already have the access pass. I'll be off to the automech repair.
Farewell now.
Okay, so automech replacement parts.
You've returned.
Hey there, go-getter. The system abides. But now, more than ever, we must all do our part to maintain it. Keep doing your job with pride. Keep informing on your neighbors.
What up? Moderation mini role. Protectorate declaratory address system for use by duly authorized personnel only. Interference with ongoing broadcasts is strictly prohibited. Inspect. Interface for the loudspeaker system in Westport allows authorized protectorate subjects to update which audio categories to play. No, I can't do anything to it.
Assigned to it. Originally, that generator goes, this town's finished.
Our enemies envy our prosperity, disdain our sense of community. They sneer at our contentment.
Everyone knows the paradigm epitomizes the pinnacle of social order. Why? Because the matriarch herself designed it, and
What you got here? Welcome, Marshal Corbin. Please select the following options. Private entries. Remembering Horizon Point. Doubt. Many years have been since the disaster, yet here is still tormented by question. Ba, 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 da, da, da. Sounds like the people of the Protectorate are very doubtful of the Protectorate. Thank the Sovereign. Nothing in here. Do. Keycard Westport Generator Station. I don't have that.
I had a nightmare that the matriarch didn't give us the paradigm. And we
Almost missed. Don't suppose you checked in with Vigilant Hogarth yet, eh?
I have.
Oh, glad to hear. Probably sprung an important task on you afterwards, I'd wager. I mentioned to the Vigilant how I'd reset my chef mech to prepare meals to my liking. Next thing you know, he puts me in charge of repairing all the mechs in Westport.
Mech repair is mech repair, isn't it? So you're saying you're underqualified for the job?
Not exactly. All the underlying logic's the same if you mull it over. I've been trained to run them big algae processing units, which were a fair amount more complex. It's just... subjects are expected to mind their assigned area and particular forte. So I was a mite taken aback. But I'm happy to help the system abide any way I am able.
Speaking of Vigilant Horgath, what's your take on him?
I think he's bearing up admirably given recent events. Which, of course, are completely fine. And we are all in no way concerned about. The system being resilient and all.
Sure, sure.
Hogarth's reliable as the Arcadian sun. I mean, I know it'll burn out in about 12 billion years and all, but considering our meager lifespan, that's plenty dependable enough for me. Not to indulge in idle talk, but things have been different around here of late. Not at all overwhelmed or terrified of dying, though, of course. The system abides.
Sure must be hard keeping this place running.
Much to do, truly. Toughest challenge now is upkeep of key apparatus. If that generator goes, for instance, doubt I have means to fix it. We lose power to charge our mechs, this place is done for. Final nail in the coffin, or similarly minded metaphor of your choosing. Not that the paradigm would allow that, of course.
Any other thoughts? Any thoughts on the other residents of Westport?
Curativist Row is a fine sort. Pillar of our community. Might impatient, sure, but with how busy she is, we'd all do well to respect her time. Watch out for that Weintraut fellow.
I didn't
Talk
find
your ear off
Cultivist
if you let.
Row.
Kinda lonesome, but doesn't let anybody near his place for some reason. Even before the flooding. Everybody else? Decent enough, I guess.
What's exactly involved in reprogramming automechs?
Well, mechs do all the heavy work for us in the Protectorate. Just like each of us, each type of mech has their assigned specialty. Takes a little doing, but you can readjust them. The combat mech can be reconfigured to oversee comestible distribution, for instance. Or mine or harvest crops. All you need is the know-how to retool their subroutines. And the right parts. Plenty of parts. Granted, reprogrammed mechs are never as efficient as those specially made for a role, but they get by, eventually. After a fashion. What? Oh, yes. Goodbye.
Where's that cultivist?
No, I just feel sad for them. It's even in their name. Auntie's choice.
One person I did not... Oh, shit. Place is underwater. Guess I can't get in that way. Or can I? Nope. Yep. I mean, appears to be the only working power source. Portable galvanic subverter. Interesting. So somebody was going to want me to sabotage this. I would assume somebody's going to want me to sabotage that. Just haven't talked to the right person yet.
How empty are the lives of Ahanti subjects that they need to rely on consumerism to find meaning?
It's the law. Hey there, go-getter.
Under protectorate law, we are bound to inform you that you have entered...
The wireless said that flooding Westport is routine maintenance to remove the dust that has been building up in our doorways.
That's
Hello
Row.
again. Here to help? Or just being friendly?
Curious, what's your favorite thing about life in the Protectorate?
Hard to say, since I don't know any other way. We have more sense of community than other places, which I couldn't imagine getting by without. Before the invasion, Automex took care of most things. I had plenty of time for my interests. Forays into nature, socializing. Must say I do look forward to mealtime around here. Arcadian tenderloin in particular remains a favorite. Hard to find a bad meal in the Protectorate, though. Alright, be careful out there.
So nobody is wanting me to
He floods our houses, which makes more habitat for fish, which offers us more
sabotage this place, huh?
But then, how do I cook the fish?
Excuse me. Holy crap. Wow. Heat of Vigilance personal quarters. Can't get in there. Alright. Basically looked around all there. I agreed to get him some mech parts. That's where that guy's hiding, but everybody's got skulls on them, so I don't think I'm high enough level yet. Oh, wait. Nope. We'll save it. Homicidally irritable employee. Leaders and bosses, particularly tough enemies, are noted via their health bar, signifying they are especially challenging. These are reserved for the leaders and the strongest fighters of a group. These enemies are more resistant to certain powerful effects, requiring them to take damage first and make them weak.
Why is this door open? Isn't this lab meant to be secure? Doesn't anyone else have standards in this place? You want high security? I'll give you high security! Did you have an appointment? Very
Jesus. How and can I sneak in?
Got troublemaker.
Uh-oh. They saw me.
That's concerning. Once I simmered down and looked around.
Oh shit.
I am fed up.
These things are fucking... Oh shit. I don't think I'm gonna be good to go in here.
Why is there red everywhere? On everything! Red! Truly my least beloved of all colors! Ah!
When following the rules ever get anybody. It's like the rules are just a guide for what not to get caught doing. And all this is just sloppy.
Oh, you're actually affected too, aren't you? Scream twice for yes. Could it be? You seem an honest-to-goodness rational human being, unhindered by bloodlust, unshackled from their basal ganglia. Well then, by the Loeffler Risk Intercession Act, under Outbreak Provision 5A, I hereby press you into service to aid me in our present crisis. I, Elmet Ormsby, Product Envisioner, Department of Proprietary Methodology and Audacious Advances, am your interim supervisor.
Change your tune a bit since sending a distress signal. You don't seem much of a position to be making demands.
Because I've squirreled myself away inside our test chamber for safekeeping? Well, I assure you my position as lead visionary of this innovative lab persists regardless. But back to the exciting news about this incredible new opportunity. You working for me. As an aide-de-camp of sorts, on a brief yet no doubt exhilarating assignment.
Discuss my fee before we get any further. How exactly did you end up trapped in here?
The thing was ghastly. One of my assistants and I heard a loud noise. He left to investigate while I continued working on our experiment. When he failed to return, I peeked outside and saw the others run in, bloody, gibbering, hunting for targets. They'd clearly been exposed to some virulent new form of experimental agent. I ran back and locked myself in this test chamber to avoid contamination.
Visionary lab like this gets to set its own agenda, right?
I certainly think so, but management sets the goals. Our humble research team works to deliver.
Alright, tell me about the innovative science you're working on.
Our lab had been researching the red spores that grow nearby to see if they might contribute to future Auntie's Choice products. As per usual, we threw precaution to the wind. A local spore sample interacted with a wonderfully preservative-rich diet of Auntie's Choice personnel, inadvertently leading to a chance reaction causing profound irritability. To a somewhat homicidal degree, it would seem to appear. By that measure, our work here could be considered a moderate success.
You must be visionary scientists to succeed in such haphazard fashion.
Well, of course. Succeeding in a haphazard fashion is one of the first courses taught to Auntie's choice students in any field. But yes, I am something of a visionary. You see, our lab is a far cry from the others. You're part of something bigger here. The individual not only thrives, but shines even more brightly with the help of their brethren. It all requires a certain devotion. In the end, it's really quite in the best interests of everyone's careers. A rising tide raises all boats, as they say.
As they say. I think the word you meant to say was manipulation.
Speaking of the team, such as they are in their present deranged state, how did you make it past them? You know, without being killed.
Rather not relive all the details.
Suppose that's fine, although it eschews my penchant for thorough data collection. What matters most is getting out of here alive, saving our researchers a close second, and curing my remaining colleagues a firm third.
I'm sure your subordinates find that attitude quite inspiring. Let's just get on with
It
this.
should all be rather straightforward, yes? I suspect we'd use a top-down indirect coronium synthesis method, don't you think?
Doubtlessly.
Oh dear. It's occurred to me this might benefit to some extent from medical training. Are you perhaps someone well-versed with pharmacological matters?
I'm not. Sorry, I barely know my tibia from my fibia.
Apologies. I do tend to assume everyone has a doctorate. No matter, if you are capable of following simple instructions, I'm sure I can guide you through it. Tremendous. Well then, before we roll up our sleeves and determine what's needed, any questions?
You would give me some... What do I need to do?
We'll need two things. Fresh samples of the red spores and the findings from the expedition that originally uncovered them. After that, an antidote should be possible in relatively short order, with your skilled assistance, of course.
The old samples aren't good enough. I could probably scrape up some of the goo. After all findings from the expedition doesn't tell me much. How about some details?
All the particulars and analysis from the expedition put onto a data cartridge and brought back, along with fresh spores. Both will be key in the formulation of an antidote. The research team's findings are on a terminal in another building on these same grounds. A satellite lab to this one, if you will. Spore samples may be taken from a red plant indigenous to an area of tall rock formations northwest of here, ingeniously referred to as the Red Spire.
I think we were already there.
Once we have an antidote firmly in hand, we can save my remaining colleagues. So best not murder them all in the meantime.
They might end up murdering me. Jesus. Can I get out of here without Okay, so... Okay. And then what? Red Spire. Red spores. Okay. 50, 95. I go with that one. Damn it.
Typical Auntie's choice. Moving fast and breaking things.
Need to go out around this way. Try to avoid all those angry folk. Where's the entrance at? Shit.
Looks like that lab tech was trying to retrieve something from that terminal. Almost made it too. Damn. No good deed, I suppose.
Now I gotta go retrieve the red spore samples. Run! Run away! Oh. The director found a flaw in you. Over-prepared, missing only a shot or two. Doesn't matter, you've already reloaded. If you ever let a weapon run out of ammo, you'll deal less damage for a short time. But all your guns now hold more ammo. Warning, once selected flaws cannot remove. 50% magazine size, minus 40% damage for 8 seconds after. No thanks.
Goodwin here. Field report update. We are approaching the Raptidon Den. These beasts have exhibited excessive irritability as of late. We endeavor to determine why. Surely the red spores aren't to blame. Windborne spores lack the catalytic agent of our food additives. Only way to be certain is to gather a stool sample. Simple enough. A routine task for the Audacious Advances field team. Quiet now as we approach the Rap's nest. Certainly the spirited variety will offer... Oh, no! Oh, okay. We need to run now!
Oh my god.
Entering a confrontational state.
Ready to take the heat off you, Commander. Just say when.
We'll just kill it that way. Oh, jeez. Ah, red spore sample.
This quantity should be enough to produce the antidote.
Incendiary triple barrel shotgun. Shock soak. Beast breath. Okay. New gun. 19 times 8, 23 times 8. Changes damage type to plasma at the expense of lower damage. Biomass pistol. $50 damage. 28. Whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. So I need to go back to that guy and give him the samples and the research data.
My most favorite, least homicidal subordinate. How's all our field work progressing?
Here's your stuff.
Absolutely gorgeous. Look at you. And to think I just forcibly coerced the first gormless dunderhead who walked by and found you. Lucky me. Now, first things first. Place the data cartridge in the drawer for me, right here, in the slot below my intercom.
Should I?
Allow me to give this a cursory eyeball and... perfect. I'm sure we have the correct neutralizing agent here in the lab. I'll nose out the exact compound within our chemical reserves in 2 shakes of a rat's tail.
Oh, yeah. Guess you're not overly surprised about the effects of this chemical agent.
It's a textbook example of the medulla oblongata wagging the cerebellum. Although, frankly, there's a plethora of ways to stimulate the reptile brain into such a flurry. None of the previous methods were anywhere close to being this commercially viable. But where there's a will, there's a way to make a profit. Honestly, this whole process is 1 part scientific testing, 2 parts improvisation, and a dash of pure, undiluted panache. Exactly what we do best. It's only a matter of time. Normally, I'd say perfection can't be hurried, but... there. I have determined the ideal counteragent. Here you are. Place it and the spore samples into that synthesizer. Enable the device and it will beget a working antidote momentarily. Return with it directly as soon as it does, if you please.
Okay.
I cannot wait to put this entire sordid affair behind us. Though in the end, this should turn out to be quite a lucrative day.
Yeah, for me.
The chemical synthesizer. I presume you were successful in creating an antidote?
Yes. I think so. The readout said synthesis complete. Reaction yield stabilized.
Good. Place the antidote into the slot here. I'll insert it into the air filtration system. That will cycle it throughout the area and cure all afflicted. When backup arrives and releases me, I'll run a tally of all here who survived. Not to boast, but I'd say this wildly dangerous experimental agent was quite effective. You can be sure that management and I will see it's put to good use. I may even get a promotion off this.
Let's just get this over with.
Wonderful, wonderful! Knew you seemed a bankably reliable sort. All right. I am activating the air filtration system. There. Should only take a few moments for the antidote to circulate. Everyone still alive should be right as rain shortly. Marvelous. You'll find your remuneration in the chest behind me. My supervisor will hear of your actions. Oh, and before I forget, I, Omid Ormsby, under the power granted me by the Loeffler Risk Intercession Act, hereby free you from imprisonment.
Great, thanks, man. Appreciate it.
Be seeing you.
Set the chest behind it. Kaden back here. What the? Escape suit. Adreno Spume Boom. Adreno Spume Boom Starter Plus. Inhaler. Inhaler primers. Primers are special to synthesize healing medicine through inhaler. In your inventory, you can equip and slot primers, changing the effect and potency of your medical inhaler. Be on the lookout for new primers that better fit your playstyle or upgrade the amount of healing you receive. Various perks and equipment also grant you additional inhaler slots, letting you equip more than one primer at a time. This increases the amount of healing you receive at the cost of higher toxicity whenever you use your inhaler. Oh, what was that under? Wait a minute. ED Primer 1. Crap. 90% toxicity. Holy shit. Okay. So everybody's healed, right? Now I can go out here.
Mind your own business interests.
Do I look approachable? Because I'm not.
Whatever went wrong here? That red substance. Might be best we look and don't touch.
Well, that's not the first time I blacked out and lost a day. I miss anything?
How about I do my job, and you do whatever it is you do.
What did I say I wanted to take last time? Oh my god, I forget. Did I say science? I think it was science. Science. Ooh, I get some perks. Ooh. To accept them. One perk. Caustic researcher, connoisseur. Pocket. Like artist. Scrapper. Brand enthusiast. I think I'm gonna take Scrapper. Oh wait. Nope. Deep drums. Requirements, 3 more total perks purchased. Oh, I won't be able to take it until next time. Alright. That one, that's done. Wonder what that building is. And that building. A lot of stuff to do before getting here. Versus. Well, this over here. That. There's that. My waypoint does not... Oh, wait, there it is. There's my waypoint. From the mini-map. Huh?
You look unfortified. Getting enough emulsifiers in your diet?
No. Maybe not. Straight ahead, I gotta go around, so... Yeah, okay. Be whatever is here. Arbiter training facility.
Unauthorized entry into an Arbiter training facility is likely to result in violent arbitration.
You hear that? Sounds like a Dragoon tromping about. I don't fancy making its acquaintance.
Warning. Turret sentries ahead. Stealth advised.
Oh god. Everything's... Yipes. Okay, maybe not. Alright, we know what it is now, at least. We want to go down this way. Or am I on the wrong side of the mountain? Probably. That would be a yes.
There must be at least a few usable parts in here. Hello there. You wouldn't
Hello
happen to have
there.
found any usable parts in all this debris. Westport's stockpiles of replacement parts are nearly depleted. I need to find some parts to convert some of our auto-mechanicals. Not combat parts.
I know you.
Fortunately, there's nothing here that's salvageable. Auntie's bombs sure take their toll, don't they? Unless I missed my guess, this looks like it was transporting damaged and malfunctioning automechs from the Vox station to the Automech Repair Center to the south of here. The center is... Say, you don't work for Auntie's, do you? This is beginning to feel more than a little like you're digging for intelligence.
At this point, would it matter if I was?
Fair enough. I As I was saying, the Automech Repair Center is south of here. Regrettably, subjects of Westport no longer have access to the repair center, hence my need to scavenge.
What exactly are you trying to convert your mechs to do?
Let's just say to fill Westport's needs. If you follow the road heading north, you can't miss it. Used to be a sight to behold, but the war hasn't been kind to it. To any of us.
Yes, I knew that.
Likewise. And please inform me if you happen upon any usable parts. There must be at least a few usable parts in here. Aha! Ah, it's warped. Just like everything else.
Oh, shit. Alright. Anyways. I'm curious, though.
There must be at least a few usable parts
Yeah,
in
okay.
here.
Can't talk to him anymore.
Ah, it's warped. Just like everything else.
Yeah, it looks like we need to take a detour here and shoot up some... Ooh. 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 Whoa! Okay, okay. Ow! I don't like how to have to reload this. Alright, fuck this.
Not walking this off. Stand me back up. Knew you had my back.
No, I didn't even do anything, dude. I didn't even do anything.
Once we arrive at the Automech facility, we'll unload and begin cataloging the state of the various Automechs.
Are you recording the drive? Cadet, I do not believe this is what the sergeant intended by documenting the process. Here, allow me to handle it. Now where's the off switch? Boyd, we're being bombed! Disembark! Lose formation to the beach, double time! We can take shelter in the rocks! Praise the Sovereign! We made it! Halt! Everyone quiet. What's that clacking noise? Oh shit! Rebels! More defensive perimeter type 14!
Rebels! Hello there.
Who goes there? By orders of Marshal Donaldson, no one comes or goes to the Automech Repair Center without approval.
I have
What's
approval.
your business here?
I just want to see what passes for auto mechanicals in these parts and help where I can.
Now you've done it. Slowing down a ranking protectorate official is worth 10, 20 demerits if you're lucky.
All right, let's not lose our heads over a simple misunderstanding. You're free to pass.
Thank you.
Marshal Donaldson likes to greet new arrivals personally. We'll let him know you're inbound, so no one shoots on sight. Oh, and fair warning, watch out for Zeranium gas. We sprung a leak.
I'm
Nothing
serious.
too
Is everyone
bad.
alright?
Aside from the headaches, nightmares, missing teeth, and headaches. One more thing. Don't cause any trouble around these parts. Donaldson runs a tight ship and has zero tolerance for lawbreakers.
Alright then. Oh shit. I didn't even notice that.
Outsider.
Prudence dictates. We cherish all we have and defend it.
Oh shit. Can't talk to anybody. What the hell? Might as well go up.
Did the authorities send you? Did my torrent of messages finally convince them of the vast crab-like dangers near at hand? What a relief. In here I thought myself dismissed as a loon.
Slow down. What are you babbling about?
I speak of the Crabbles, of course. You must have spied those nefarious Crabbles, roiling, rippling, bubbling, and churning out in the water. No one at the facility believes me, but I've seen it with my own eyes. Crabble numbers have swelled as they gather to defy us. A consortium, nay, an army.
Egads. You might have a legitimate cause for alarm. Thanks, my friend. Crabbles seem fine to me, like crabs, but more. Any one of us could be a Crabble in disguise. What if they're just normal animals and you're the only one losing his mind? Egads!
You actually believe me? No, stranger. Thank you. With your confidence and support, I believe the Crabble threat can and will be defeated. Remain strong, and together we will outlast the Crabble.
You know anything about automech parts? Vigilant in Westport needs them.
Don't trouble me with automechanical matters. That life is behind me. Ask the quartermaster at the repair facility, assuming she hasn't been devoured by Crabbles.
How's your little Crabble problem?
Getting better, I think. The Crabbles have seemed less menacing of late. Maybe our resolve has worn down their warlike spirit. Or maybe they're just biding their time.
Okay. Let's be on my way with that. Let's... Dun, dun, dun. Saga of malfunction mechanicals. Bring redact Quasar copy. Oh yeah, I have that. Meet Inez. Okay, so nothing new. Got some info on the mech parts I need.
Prudence dictates. We cherish all we have.
Is getting these automechs to the Vox relay station.
But Marshal, we must adhere to decontamination procedures.
What in the name of the architect? Oh, right.
Oh,
My guards told me
alright.
to expect a new arrival, right before our chief mechanist decided to harangue me with the latest on our catastrophe.
Marshal, you're acting as though I'm not standing here auguring the impending doom of this facility.
Woodrow, normally I would be obliged, nay, happy, to receive your senseless jawing, but not today. Perhaps this outsider can assist where you've failed. I hope you've come to help, because a crisis is bearing down on us, and I've a dearth of reliable hands with which to manage it.
Depends on what you need and what I get in return.
You see, Woodrow, why at this rate, we'll have the facility up and running in little to no time.
That's what scares me, Marshal.
Like you, me and my consternated head technician are new arrivals. Though we may not last long if we fail to repair the Zeranium leak.
Death by gas leak was not on my to-do list today. And you want someone to patch it up, ideally someone disposable.
I wouldn't have put it in those terms, but I appreciate someone who speaks their mind. The Vox relay station needs our automechs. But until that leak is fixed, this facility is a target for the sport of Anti's armaments.
Imagine that.
Phineas Bryant is working on a prototype Zeranium shield. Whoever uses it will be less disposable and more useful to the Protectorate.
Can't make any promises, but I do like the idea of a Zeranium shield. I'll work.
Tell you, Woodrow, the situation's well in hand.
I'll work.
Those automechs have been corrupted with uranium. I can't even cogitate on what they're capable of if we lack the time or resources to approach this rationally. Should they go berserk, we may well be turning the very subject you intend to resupply into their victims. We'd be branded as traitors.
Then perhaps you had better explain to Brigadier Montelli why his defenses are grounded. And you can do so personally, in the comfort of his office.
Montelli? I rescind my objection. May the delicate workings of the paradigm point us toward a better way.
That's funny.
There's a good fellow. Cleave to your loyalty, and it will never steer you wrong.
Okay, so what am I here to do? I am here to seek assistance. Agent Horgath said he can help you. Yes, yes. I'm not in the Vox relay station yet. It is. Yes. Sabotage the facility and find mechanical parts. Now you're inside, you need to find a way to sabotage the main automech facility. The Zeranium clouds may make that difficult, however. Functioning mechanicals. Okay, so I gotta go talk to the quartermaster. And then learn that a scientist at the automech repair center could use some assistance. Okay. Mac technician.
Outsider.
So these guys aren't talking.
Conversation is not possible at this or any time.
These are just all technicians.
First the attack, then there's uranium. At this rate, we're never getting caught up.
Chief Deviser Delphia. Okay, so this is Delphia. All right, so I have to talk to Delphia.
Yes, I adore interruptions. I was just saying, what's best for stoking the spark of invention? Regular disruptions to one's train of thought. Now, what is it you want?
Know where I can find any automech parts?
I might recommend the local quartermaster. It's their job to track and distribute this facility's supplies, after all.
You must be the scientist the Marshal mentioned, the one working on a shield device.
Our good Marshal sent you, did he? Well, unfortunately, the device is taking longer than expected.
Tell me more about this device.
We'll get to that presently. Now tell me, are you familiar with Zeranium gas?
I mean, there's clouds of fumes around the hangar outside.
One and the same. That building took the brunt of the damage during a recent attack, and now it's spewing valuable Zeranium all over the place.
I noticed that.
Speak at length about Zeranium's many captivating intrinsic qualities, but suffice it to say, in its gaseous state, it's rather deadly.
Yep,
What
yep,
am I
yep, yep, yep.
endeavoring to create? A protective device that shields its wearer from Zeranium's remarkably unsavory effects, as well as other forms of harm.
Sounds useful. How's that coming?
Quite splendidly, if I do say so myself. The principal function of the device is confirmed operational. I merely need to work out some minor implementation concerns. Alas, while I'm occupied with inventing this shield gadget, I also find myself in need of assistance regarding its key components.
Perhaps. I'd be willing to help if you need a hand.
Good, good. Wonderful. As an added incentive, I'll allow you to keep one of the prototypes once the work is finished, so you be sure to give it your all.
Okay.
Now here, you'll need this apparatus. It's for collecting stray Zeranium effluvium. Gas, that is. My supply is running low from all the iterative testing I've been performing. Merely activate the device once it's inside a Zeranium cloud, the one around the main hangar specifically. Try to avoid any fields of dense Zeranium, or death is all but assured. Any questions?
So this is dangerous? I'm in danger? Does the gas need to be from the hangar? Wouldn't any Zeranium gas do?
Normally, yes, but on the off chance that environmental exposure has altered the gas here in any way, I'll want to work with local samples. Ideally, the resulting shielding will protect against any gas, but since it's of utmost importance that it work on the gas here, I'll be calibrating against that.
So this is dangerous. I'm in danger?
Of course, obviously. To that end, I'd suggest choosing a cloud of lesser density for your collection efforts. Lower chance of near-instant death that way.
Ah,
If you suffer prolonged
perfect.
exposure, assuming you survive, see our local medical officer next door. She is highly preoccupied by the treatment of Zeranium-related maladies. I believe that covers all the necessary education for this particular assignment. Oh, so exhilarating to have a new subordinate. I look forward to thoroughly scrutinizing your work. Now, shoo-shoo! Off with you now! Gather those samples! Shoo!
Okay. Okay, collect. I gotta step into some gas cloud.
I'd be wise to get that large gas cloud a wide berth. Don't think there's anything to gain by getting near it.
Quartermaster. Where is the quartermaster? That's medical. Sorry about your luck.
Brings you to this fine establishment. Stay true, outsider.
Outsider?
Oh.
Yes. Let's have a look at you. No signs of Zeranium exposure. Or anything else novel or interesting, apparently. Another humdrum workaday ailment, no doubt. Nothing requiring my vast expertise, surely. Oh, gladly. I've rather dedicated my life to researching its unique form of matter. What would you like to know?
How do I keep from getting Zeranium poisoning?
Total avoidance is best, but try to get out of the Zeranium as quickly as you can if exposure becomes necessary. Come to think of it, there may be some exciting new breakthroughs in the near future. Our visiting scientist next door is working on a device that shields the user from Zeranium's effects, though she was having a spot of trouble
Yes,
last
we
I
knew
heard.
that. Okay. Oh, wait. Quartermaster. Quartermaster first. That's the head honcho.
I'm glad that spectacle didn't scare you off. Between the recent attacks and the gas leak, you find us on the razor's edge between reason and panic. Whether or not you're able to help us, I'm grateful to have an extra set of eyes on the problem. Zeranium is hardly my area of expertise, but it falls to me to find a solution, lest I follow my predecessors to their untimely fate.
Fate.
What happens to any member of the Protectorate who falls short of fulfilling their lifelong oaths of service? Execution for the unworthy, and mental refreshment for the salvageable and the stalwart. Dereliction of duty is a heavy offense, and no lesser sentence will fit the crime. I hold myself to the highest standard, but this Zeranium leak, it threatens all that I hold dear.
You think Dr. Bryant's invention will help?
I don't think anything. Leak or no leak, we can't abandon our post. The Doctor's Zeranium shield is how we outlast this conflict. My people are fighting a war on two fronts. Anti on one side and Zeranium on the other. I can fight Anti, but I can't fight Zeranium.
What can you tell me about this
facility's
place?
purpose is the maintenance of automechanicals. When the war kicked off, it became a military asset, and I am its second steward. The old staff should have laid down their lives to repel Auntie's choice. For their failure of loyalty and grit, they were punished, and rightly so. Now, their burden is mine, but I won't allow my unit to suffer the same fate.
Okay. What causes the uranium leak?
What else would disrupt the harmony of our perfect system? Auntie's choice, of course. A chance shot hit the wrong pipe early into their assault. Zeranium wreaks havoc on automechanicals. Every combat-ready mech in the repair hangar was overcharged and beset with behavioral problems. Further damage soon occurred.
Facility shielding and failsafes are far from perfect, Marshal.
True, the facility was disrupted, but it was not undone. The Protectorate saw to that. When disorder looms its ugly head, the Protectorate relies on its people to maintain and restore that order.
Need to procure some mech
See our
parts.
acting quartermaster, Hazel. She'll know where the parts are and attend to the transaction.
Hazel.
Oh, unfamiliar clientele. I was just lamenting the lack of new faces around here since supplies stopped arriving. And then you walk in. Name's Hazel. I'm sort of the acting quartermaster around these parts. You need any supplies, talk to my friend the quartermech here.
Think it's something happened to the old quartermaster?
Passed during the attack. Got his face melted clean off by this weird goo. And he was one of the lucky ones. Excuse the mess, by the way. Auntie gave us a pummeling a few weeks back. The old wardens paid the price. Where their courage faltered, a little mental refreshment should do just the trick.
Never underestimate the capabilities of a smooth, untroubled mind.
That's what I always say. Why overcomplicate perfection? Now what'll it be? You'd think that a fully stocked auto-mechanical repair center would have automech parts, and 9 times out of 10 you'd be spot on. Trouble is, a bunch of supplies went missing recently, right around the time the quartermech completed a routine inventory.
Has the quartermech been acting unusual lately?
As a matter of fact, yes. Recently, when the crates by the wall got too high, it began stacking supplies on the catwalk above.
Protectorate automechanicals feature advanced construction but low adaptability. Fall-throughs in its logic assembly would likely lead it to interpret its programming literally.
Logic can be a funny thing, you understand. One misstep can have the most peculiar results.
Could also be the effects of the Zeranium contamination.
Zeranium affects their aggression in targeting subroutines. Basic instructions would still be functional.
Okay.
The quartermech is my responsibility. Claim whatever parts you require from the missing supplies, and we'll call the matter settled. Delphinia's lab would be the place to search. We use it for storage, and our records indicate the supplies were present and accounted for.
Standard Earth Directorate protocol calls for a thorough grid search of the premises, Commander. Those parts are bound to turn up somewhere.
Are you acquainted with Delphinia? She's a scientist on loan from the Vox Relay, helping with the Zeranium leak and all.
Could she have taken the parts?
Delphinia? No. I doubt she stole what I would have given her freely. Best of luck in your search. Let me know if I can be of assistance.
Alright.
Ambient Zeranium levels are higher than average, but within acceptable ranges. State your business.
You don't recall misplacing any critical auto-mechanical parts, do you?
This unit is incapable of misplacement. All transported goods are relocated in accordance with this unit's given directives.
Well, it was worth a shot.
May this unit be of further assistance? All wares should be perfectly visible already.
Sorry, it tends to take things too literally. Maybe try phrasing the request differently.
Lull detected. Conversational status uncomfortable.
Does that one compute, big guy?
Affirmative. Initiating commerce is one of this unit's default commands. Initiating commerce.
What you got? Repeating rifle. Shock barrel. Shock soak. Stun baton defense grip. Repeating rifle. Micro reflex sight. Okay. Alright, so back to here. Auto mechanical. Manage to consolidate the waveform down to the point where it can be generated by a handheld device, but needs something to project a field using it. One enterprising fellow suggested that the catalytic amplifiers used in Dragoon automechs might serve. And the idea is merit. I'll speak to the marshal about it. Note to self, one of the automechanicals wandered into my lab, picked up a crate of supplies, couldn't decide where to set them down again, and just gave up. Later, I felt a vibration so hard that the dust shook down from the ceiling. Must keep an eye on their behavior. I need those automechanical parts.
My little minion. I trust you've made progress in your tasks?
Looking for some automech supplies at the quartermech misplaced.
Now that you mention it, there was one particularly insistent little mech who kept trying to put all manner of bric-a-brac in here. After several firm remonstrations, I told it the interior of this building is off limits while I am working here. Didn't see that peculiar little scamp again after that. Until a more convenient date and time.
Check Hazel. I have to get back to Hazel? What the hell, man?
Welcome. Glad to have you back. All right, I admit it. The quartermech still needs work, but perfection requires iteration, as the marshal says. While he's under construction, come to me for any supplies you might need.
Still searching for those automech
Glad to hear
parts.
it. Any progress?
Phoenix logged an incident where an automech got confused and jumped onto the roof.
Interesting. But what connection do you perceive between this behavior and the disappearance of the supplies?
What if the quartermech mistakenly stacked the supplies on the roof?
Oh, that would be consistent with its faulty logic. And here I thought I had debugged every contingency. I believe we have our answer. Check the roof of Delphinia's lab. I'll wager that's where you'll find the missing supplies. Don't be a stranger.
Oh, holy shit. How do I get up there? Okay. That makes it easier. Alright, so I got Horgath stuff. Okay, now I need to get some samples. The scientist.
Test number 14 is confirmed a failure. Uranium exposure rate appears to be
Not sure we should get any closer.
How do I use... Oh, get back away. Collect uranium. Delphi needs samples. Give an instrument to collect further samples. Did she? It's just all food. The answer: you can gather small amounts of Zeranium for study, but offers using no protection from Zeranium used with caution. So this is where I save. And
Were you successful? I have tests that can be started immediately if so.
yes, I have. Hello. Hello.
What did I tell you? Perfectly safe. Either that or you tolerate Zeranium poisoning like a champ. Good for you. Should you suffer from any lingering symptoms of contamination, visit the medical center and they'll get you squared away. Now, on to business. The device already generates a field exactly as specified, albeit on a very small scale. Still, progress is progress. What's needed now is something to help extend and shape the field around the user.
Okay. Tell me what you need. Oh, yeah? Oh, no. Dropping frames. I'll just wait for OBS to reconnect. I don't know why. Yay, I guess. Why? Why is OBS not working? My internet go out? My internet may have went out. It's still live streaming to YouTube? Oh, I am still live streaming to YouTube. YouTube seems to be working. That's weird. Hold on a sec. Internet's up and running. Internet's up and running. Why is OBS being all weird right now, though? My OBS is being strange, guys. So weird. So funny, like YouTube is working, but the rest is not. Let's see if I can reboot everything. I'm gonna stop my YouTube stream.